Okay. Well, first, I want to preface my comments by saying that the people, individuals who are the doctors in the medical and psychiatric professions are wonderful people, and they're seeking to help. But the medical system, which treats individuals in need of help, is a disaster. And in 1972, David Rosenhan conducted an experiment where he and 7 colleagues each approached a different hospital and reported to the physician that they had heard the sound thud in their mind. And they were immediately taken into the psychiatric system. And these were ostensibly normal individuals. And you can Google this yourself for those of you who have internet access. And it took these individuals quite some time to extricate themselves. In fact, one of the individuals had to have a friend come and get them out of the medical system, because once they had self-identified this particular symptom, the medical system refused to let them go.
I believe that.
Okay.
I believe that. You're stuck with
the psychiatric profession was so outraged when this was published in January of 1973 that they said, "We dare you to do this again." And 6 months later, they said, "We found 41 cases." David Rosenhan replied, "I sent no one."
Exactly.
So this is something to be aware of, that individuals are seeking to help others, but the system may not treat you fairly. Something to keep in mind.
You can be tagged and typed, but it takes a lot of gumption, and a lot of poor people may not be able to do that. They'd be confused. It's too expensive, so on. But if you can protest and find other physicians and get other opinions. It's like, as you said, they want to help.
They are not God. They are not God.
Really? I hope that's wrong. But I hope that in some cases people try to get out of it. Going from schizophrenia, manic depression, to then being diagnosed as a birth defect, that was a major step. And so I think my case kind of contradicts that, but I hope that others that are stereotyped in one type, or they have, say, bone cancer, that's actually, it may not be a bone cancer, it could be something else. And here they're stuck with radiation and chemo, both. It could happen, misdiagnosis, and you go on and on and on in life with that diagnosis. That's rough. I wish there was some way to get around that, the medical system being so rigid. Yeah. Anyone else?
I just have a quick one. I think it's amazing that you have excellent advocates, and there's so many people in institutions that probably shouldn't be there. And the fact that you channeled your creative energy is amazing, and I applaud you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. One question. Yes?
Because when you're sleeping,
yes.
Does your mind like race constantly?
Yes, it does.
That's what helps keeps you from sleeping?
Yes, and then when you do sort of sleep, it's like a lucid dreaming where you're actually like driving the car.
Wow.
So you're like, what?
You're in a ozone.
Well, you're not awake, but you're in a lucid dream. Yeah.
Oh wow.
It is, I guess.
I mean.
You're on a different plateau.
I know it's hard to go day after day after day.
I know. I mean, you'd have some sleep, maybe 30 minutes. It's,
Not much.
you know, you actually go into something and come out of it. And then also you hear like a snap like this, like a thunderclap, or,
Wow.
you know.
I think Steve's going to be here after the service.
Yeah, we can carry on and
And you have, I think, a CD for anyone that wants it.
yeah, anyone
who wants a CD.
especially
we have a
if
CD.
you have people in your life
It's
that
good
have
to have you
autism.
here.
Pardon?
It's very good to have you here. Because this is something that has been going on for years and years and years. And they do need to get more study on that. You know, for people that have that.
With my case with being so old, I mean, I've been through a life and a history. People can see me that, well, life is not so bad for my child, and you know, it could be something better than me. Maybe they're mathematically inclined to be an engineer, which is better than my career. You know, do something. They can look at me and see that, wow, You could become educated. You have a normal life. I was married, you know, things like that.
Thank you.